When it comes to the Kardashian family, one thing that is always on the minds of people is the relationship status of all the key members. The reason for this is that the family is rather infamous for their inability to go and stay in relationships and sometimes drift back towards each other when the situation calls for it. And for the former couple of Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Dissick, they have been rumored for a reunion for a while now. But is that actually happening? Allow us to ask, is Kourtney Kardashian secretly pregnant with Scott Dissick? Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. Here's the thing. There's a new man in Kourtney Kardashian's life. None other than Blink-182 singer Travis Barker. Their connection happened quite unexpectedly, and yet they seem to be very much enjoying each other's company. The two were spotted having dinner at Matsuisa in Los Angeles. Both donned black leather jackets for the occasion and held hands throughout the meal. They sat across from each other, enjoyed the food, and chatted, a source told People of the new couple's date night. They seemed to have a great time. They flirted and were smiling. They even held hands across the table. Kourtney looked very happy. Another insider adds that the stars put their kids first, but try to squeeze in some one-on-one time as well. They spend most of their time together with the kids, but they have tried to sneak away for dates without the kids too, the insider says. It's an easy relationship since they have known each other for so long. Kourtney knows what Travis likes and they have a lot in common. They both prioritize their kids, so there's no conflict there. The insider says of Kardashian and Barker, Kourtney is having a great time with Travis. People confirmed Kardashian and Barker's relationship a few months back after the couple spent a weekend together at Kris Jenner's Palm Springs home. They've been dating for about a month or two, a source told People at the time. They've been friends for a long time, but it's turned romantic. While their relationship is still in the early stages, another source said Barker has already gotten the stamp of approval from Kardashian's famous family. He's liked her for a long time, and she just got more open to the idea. He's a good guy and a really great dad, said the source. Her family and friends all really like him. Their kids all get along too, which is sweet. Usually, this would be the part where many, including us, would say that while this is nice, it's not likely to last for reasons we'll get to later. But what really works with this relationship is manyfold. Not the least of which is that these two honestly have been friends for a long time, which means they already have a familiarity with each other as noted earlier. What's more, they're both parents of kids and thus they both know the responsibilities that each side has, and that honestly puts them on a more even keel, if you will, by ensuring that they both know the priorities and where they go first versus just hoping to connect. Granted, we're not saying that this relationship is destined to work. They've only been dating a month or so. But unlike many other Kardashian relationships, this one honestly is off to a great start, and that's something we can appreciate. Oh, but don't think that Kourtney's former partner is out in the cold. That's not the case at all. Scott Dissick and Amelia Hamlin. Quality time with Scott Dissick and his kids are in Amelia Hamlin's near future this summer. As the romance continues between the reality star dad of 3 and 20-year-old model, it seems they have their eye on spending the rest of the summer on the East Coast, specifically the Hamptons. They are in the process of scouting places, a source close to the couple told E! News, and seeing what their options are. While they'll be on the other side of the country away from Scott's kids, Mason 11, Penelope 8, and Rain 6, they'll only be a plane ride away. The kids will definitely visit and spend time there, the source assured. As evidenced by this development, Amelia and Scott are doing really well, the source said. Despite the age gap, they truly have a lot in common. No one thought it would last this long, but it just works. Of course, being in a relationship with Scott, 38, involves supporting his role as a dad, and Lisa Rinna's younger daughter has been putting in her own effort. Amelia has been able to spend time more with the kids recently and is embracing it. She's learning a lot, the source noted. It's definitely a whole new world for her, but she loves being around them and is grateful she gets to have this experience. She thinks they are amazing and is really good with them. She and Scott love planning fun activities with them. Plus, it sounds like Amelia has gotten Kourtney Kardashian's stamp of approval. Scott thinks it's great Kourtney is okay with Amelia being around, the source added. It makes everything much easier for both of our lives. So, it seems like they are fine with the current status of their current relationships. So, why do so many people think they'll end up back together? Well, because the family has been plotting that for a while. The family perspective. All of the Kardashian ladies, save for one, have had a series of very rocky relationships that led to very rocky marriages and rather terrible divorces. For Kourtney, that would be with Scott. However, despite their breakup, he's been on her family's reality show more times than not and even had plot lines with them over time. During season 20 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kourtney's sisters, Kim, Khloe, and Kendall, were seen gossiping about Kourtney and Scott's relationship. The episode is filmed from when the Kardashian Jenners rented a Malibu beach house in the summer of 2020. In the clip, Kim tells Khloe and Kendall that she walked in on Kourtney and Scott asleep on a couch together, almost snuggling. "I came over here in the morning a few days ago, and I saw Kourtney and Scott asleep together on the couch. They were separate. They weren't like spooning, but they were close," Kim said. Khloe then revealed that Kourtney asked her to babysit her and Scott's daughter, Penelope, for the night so she could have some alone time, which led the sisters to gossip about whether Kourt and Scott have done anything more than friends. "P was with me that night," Coco said. "Kourt asked if I could sleep over with P because it's been so long." "So, who was where?" Kim responded, "Just Kourtney and Scott," to which Khloe exclaimed, "Oh my God." Kendall then revealed that she wants Kourtney and Scott to give their relationship another try. "Do you think they're hooking up again?" Kendall said. "I just want them to try," Kim responded. "I don't know, maybe." Kim added, "I think they're afraid they're going to mess up their good co-parenting." The reason we bring up this clip is twofold. First off, this was before Kourtney hooked up with Travis. Furthermore, Scott is now currently dating Amelia Hamlin, as we noted earlier. So obviously the family's tactics didn't work in getting them back together. And trust us when we say they did a lot of forcing to try and get them back together. Kim even suggested they use each other to have another kid as they're such great parents. There was even one long-standing rumor that Kylie Jenner used her then best friend Sophia Richie to go and date Scott, which Sophia happily dated him. And then, when they broke up, Kylie dumped Sophia out of her life so that he could use this as a reason for Scott and Kourtney to get back together. So, as you can see, meddling is literally in their bloodlines. Secret love child? If you need any further proof that these two aren't having a secret child, you need only hear about how Kourtney has given her consent to whoever wants to date Scott. "Whoever would make him happy," Kourtney said. "I would give him my blessing." Currently, that's Amelia. And as for Kourtney, she's been spending a lot of time with Travis and things seem to be going pretty smoothly for them. So as for right now, everything is fine with these two being separated. What does the future hold? No idea. Could they get back together? Sure. But right now, they're not, and we need to respect that. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the relationships that Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Dissick are in right now, and whether a future together is honestly in line given their current statuses? Are you surprised that people think they're still together? Or do you just consider this as part of the delusion that comes with being a part of the Kardashian family? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time on the channel.